Hi, boys and girls. So today for our writing lesson, we are going to learn how to write in powerful ways by trying out craft moves we've learned from mentor authors like Jane Yolen, who wrote the book Owl Moon. So we've noticed what she did, we talked about why she did it, and we've even tried some of her moves and used them in our own writing. And what I love and what I know you guys have noticed is that she made us feel, us the reader, that we were right there with her in the story. And that's something that we can definitely do in our own writing, right? Well, today I want to teach you that one way to make your writing more powerful is to try out craft moves that a mentor author uses. So you can find a spot where you are trying to make your writing more powerful in the same way that your mentor author has made her writing powerful. So you can use the same moves in your own writing in your own way. So let's look back at yes, right here. So this page was very powerful, right? Because we know that Jane Yolen, she described the pine trees, and then she also described what her paw was doing and what he was saying to call the owls. So it was a very powerful moment that we could use in our own writing, right? So I'm going to take a look at our chart, and we are going to look at this together, and we're going to look at how we can make our own writing just as powerful. So we know why she made it powerful, right? And we know how she did it. And it felt like we were there. How did she do it? Well, she used her characters. Not only did she say their names, but she described what they were seeing, what they were hearing, and what they were feeling. And she even made a comparison. Remember when she described the trees being so still as giant statues? Well, that's something that you could also do in your own writing. So let me show you how we can do that. So boys and girls, I know you guys remember that fun science experiment that Mrs. Herbert did for us, right? And that was pretty cool. It was the s'mores, right? And we were able to see how matter changes with heat. Well, I decided to write a story about that and how my class, we saw that happen. So this is what I decided to write. It's time for some s'mores. We are going to be changing matter with the heat experiment, my teacher said. Everyone was so excited. We all went outside, we all did our experiments and ate them. That was yummy, I told my teacher. We all finished our lab sheets and went back inside. So, I know that this is not as powerful as I want it to be. One reason is because it's not enough information for my reader to imagine being there. It's not giving enough details. It's just, it needs more. It needs more powerful moves that I could use from Jane that she used in her own writing. So, and this is hard, boys and girls, so it's not easy. So remember, we're trying to have our readers have enough, we're trying to give them enough information so that they can have a picture to imagine themselves in our story. So let me see, how can I do that? I know, let me put in how our students were feeling. So I know that they were excited, but let me see. This is what I did. It's time for some s'mores. We are going to be changing matter with the heat experiment. My teacher said the room was filled with excitement, just like before your birthday party. Everyone was smiling from ear to ear. We went outside to cook our s'mores and watched them change their state of matter. We looked at each other as we made predictions. Finally, we were able to eat our s'mores and finished our lab sheets. So, boys and girls, I added the room was filled with excitement, just like before your birthday party. So I compared it to how exciting it was for them. And we all know how exciting our birthday parties are, right? We're very excited and we're just so happy that it's our birthday. And that's how excited the students were for this experiment. And I also included everyone was smiling from ear to ear. So I showed you and I kind of painted a picture of how big they were smiling, right? And then I decided to add more details. So I decided, wait, I can't stop there. Let me focus on the s'mores and how the s'mores looked and how they changed in matter. So I said, we saw our s'mores, melted chocolate on marshmallows. The graham crackers were as soft as pillows, our mouths waiting to take a bite as we observed our experiments. Can we eat them now? We asked. We looked at each other as we waited for a response. You can eat them, my teacher said. We finished every bite. Our tummies were happy, just as we were. So I was able to add more powerful ways in making my writing that much more better. And I did this by including how my students felt, how their feelings were, and what they saw, right? And I mentioned that they saw the chocolate was melted, the marshmallow was super soft, and how they felt before eating it, right? But am I done or can I keep on adding? I think I can keep on adding. So this is what I did. It's time for some s'mores. We're going to be changing matter with the heating experiment, my teacher said. The room was filled with excitement, just like before your birthday party. Everyone was smiling from ear to ear. We went outside to cook our s'mores, melted chocolate on marshmallows as soft as pillows, our mouths waiting to take a bite as we observed our experiments. Can we eat them now? We asked. We looked at each other as we waited for a response. You can eat them, my teacher said. We finished every bite. Our tummies were happy. So, boys and girls, does this sound more powerful? Does this writing sound amazing to you? I feel like it does. I was able to include how my characters, which are my students, how they were feeling, what they saw, and I included a lot more details. And I copied a lot of the same moves that Jane Yolen used in her writing, and I used it for my own writing, but I made it my own way. So I did it not exactly how she did it, but I did it in my own way for my own writing. But I used her moves. So that's something that you can definitely do, okay? So did you all notice how it's so different, the last story that I did by changing more powerful ways? It's so different compared to the first one, right? The first one is really not that powerful. It's really not drawing you in, but this last one, it's a lot more powerful, and it's definitely giving you a lot more powerful ways for you to be drawn in as a reader, right? And this is how you can revise your writing to make it that much more powerful. Okay, boys and girls, so we want you to do the same exact thing in your writing. So you'll have a seesaw activity that you can do, or your teacher may have a different activity. But don't forget to write in powerful ways, okay? Using the same moves that we've learned from our favorite authors, but doing it your own way. And when you're done, take a photo for your teacher, and don't forget to click the green check mark. Good luck.